think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
This might just be the most explosive daytime TV scandal we've ever seen. The View isn't just facing trouble, it's spiraling out of control, and there might be no saving it this time. The reason? One name, Karoline Leavitt. She's young, razor-sharp, unapologetically bold, and she's a conservative firestorm that no one saw coming. Karoline has flipped The View's latest smear campaign into an earth-shattering $800 million legal nightmare. Now, the show's biggest faces, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, are reportedly in full-blown panic mode, scrambling behind the curtains, desperately trying to sweep this mess under the rug. Can you believe it? The very same women who built their fame by tearing down political opponents are now the ones begging for a lifeline.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time. That was so good.
These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC should wake up.
Let's be clear. This lawsuit isn't just some bump in the road. It's a financial disaster so massive, it could end The View for good. We're talking about a legal battle so massive, it could personally bankrupt The View's biggest stars if the verdict doesn't swing their way. And now, rumors are swirling that they're secretly pleading with Karoline behind closed doors, begging her to back off before things spiral even further out of control. But let's be real. Karoline doesn't seem like the type to show mercy. So, what exactly did The View say that sparked this legal explosion? And what was Karoline's brutal mic drop response that sent their entire legal team into full crisis mode? Believe me, it was ruthless, and it sent shockwaves through the entire network. And then there's the $800 million question. Is ABC seriously considering pulling the plug on The View before this disaster gets any worse? Could we actually be witnessing the final chapter of one of the most controversial talk shows in television history? Insiders are whispering that ABC execs are beyond frustrated with the non-stop scandals and legal messes piling up. If this lawsuit keeps going downhill, they just might cut their losses and shut it down for good. Once again, The View zeroed in on Karoline Leavitt, and let's be honest, they didn't hold anything back. They did what they've become known for: mocking, belittling, and tossing out wild accusations like candy. They went straight for the throat. But this time, they may have crossed a line they can't come back from. The fallout from this one was nothing short of nuclear. It all started with Joy Behar, who, without skipping a beat, smugly dismissed Karoline's accomplishments as nothing more than a Trump handout. According to Joy, Karoline wasn't talented, wasn't hard-working, and definitely didn't earn her spot. Nope, she only made it because Trump thinks she's a 10. I mean, seriously? We're reducing a successful woman's entire career down to how attractive a man finds her? This from a show that constantly shouts about female empowerment, now turning around and implying a woman's worth is based on her looks. The hypocrisy is absolutely insane. But Joy wasn't done stirring the pot, and she wasn't alone. Whoopi Goldberg jumped in right after, piling on with even more heat. But instead of just going after Karoline's career, she took it a step further, claiming Karoline wouldn't even have a job without wokeness. Are you kidding me right now? So we're just going to pretend ambition, intelligence, and hard work don't count anymore? That unless you play by their rules, you don't deserve success? The irony is almost unbearable. A show that loves to preach about breaking glass ceilings is now guarding the gate, judging who gets in, based solely on political views. According To Sunny, Karoline's success wasn't earned.
They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
Earned wasn't deserved. It was nothing but privilege. Yep, you heard that right. In Sunny's world, if a conservative woman climbs the ladder, it's not because she worked her tail off, not because she fought her way through an industry that shuts out anyone who doesn't parrot the liberal narrative. Nope. According to The View, Karoline's rise was just some privileged handout served on a silver platter. Oh man, you could feel the outrage erupting in real time. And let's just say, the backlash came fast, and it came hard. Fans didn't waste a second calling out The View for their brazen, shameless hypocrisy. Because, seriously, how many times has this show claimed to stand for women? How often have they chanted about smashing the patriarchy, breaking glass ceilings and lifting up female voices? And yet, the second a woman dares to rise up outside their ideological bubble, suddenly, all that girl power talk just vanishes. One viral comment said it best. The View supports women, unless they're conservative. Then it's open season. And just when you thought things couldn't get any wilder, Karoline fired back in a way no one saw coming. She didn't play victim. She didn't go on some media tour whining for sympathy. Karoline came out swinging. And not with words, with action. Serious action. She skipped the tweets, she skipped the drama, and she went straight for what hurts most, the bank account. Karoline didn't just clap back, she lawyered up and dropped a legal bombshell, an $800 million lawsuit that has The View absolutely spiraling. And this isn't just a headline-grabbing stunt. No, this is a full-blown declaration of war. Her legal team is hitting The View with defamation, slander, and a laundry list of personal attacks designed to ruin her name, her reputation, and her future. This isn't about a public apology or a fat settlement check. Karoline's chasing justice, and she's taking this fight all the way.
Listen, if you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
One thing's for sure. The View never saw this level of heat coming. Reports are flooding in that The View's legal team is in complete meltdown. And honestly, it's no mystery why. Because this isn't just about Karoline Leavitt anymore. This lawsuit is dragging the entire mainstream media machine into the spotlight. Karoline's legal filing doesn't just accuse The View of smearing her. She's calling out a deep-rooted pattern of silencing, targeting, and tearing down conservative voices. She's bringing years of receipts into the daylight. And let me tell you, it's ugly. And here's the part that has everyone at the network breaking a sweat. This might be the lawsuit that finally brings The View crashing down for good. But it's not just the show that's scrambling. ABC itself is in full-blown crisis mode. Insiders say network executives are absolutely furious. No one in those boardrooms saw this kind of legal firestorm coming. And the timing? Couldn't be worse. Advertisers are already starting to freak out. No brand wants to be tied to a show that could be coughing up nearly $1 billion in damages. Behind the scenes, ABC is in damage control, scrambling to stop sponsors from pulling. Out, trying to spin the narrative, but let's be honest, the damage might already be done. And here's where things get straight up humiliating. The same hosts who publicly laughed at Karoline? Yeah, they're now practically begging her to settle quietly. You heard that right. Joy Behar, the one who mocked Karoline's success, like it was a joke, is now reportedly trying to save her own skin. That smug confidence? Gone? And Whoopi Goldberg? She's feeling the pressure too. Sources say she's even reached out through back channels, hoping to arrange a private meeting to smooth things over. A private sit-down after months of trashing Karoline on national TV? Now she wants to talk? please. And you'd think ABC, after coughing up $15 million over a defamation case, would have learned their lesson. But apparently not. Because instead of dialing it back, The View went even further, throwing around wild conspiracy theories that sound like something out of a bad spy movie. Are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push Donald Trump down the stairs? That's what they asked. Karoline's response: crystal clear, absolutely not. Let me be perfectly clear about that. The View has always thrived on controversy. But this lawsuit, this might be the one they can't bounce back from. Let's be real. The View has been skating on thin ice for years. From Whoopi Goldberg's multiple suspensions to Joy Behar's nonstop drama, the show's credibility has been circling the drain. ABC has been seriously debating whether it's even worth keeping on air. Ratings are plummeting. Audiences are exhausted from the recycled outrage, and the only thing keeping The View alive is the ad money. But if sponsors start walking away, ABC won't think twice about pulling the plug. And this scandal? It might be the final nail in the coffin. Because if the same loudmouthed hosts who mocked Karoline on national TV are now quietly begging her behind closed doors, that tells you everything. They know they crossed the line. They know they're in deep. And for the first time in years, they're not in control of the narrative. The way this is heading, The View may not survive. The show is unraveling, the network is scrambling, and Karoline Leavitt, she's coming out stronger than ever. What started as just another smear campaign has now exploded into a catastrophic nightmare for The View. Their legal team is scrambling, doing everything they can to patch up the damage before it takes the whole show down with it. ABC executives are in emergency mode, desperately trying to calm nervous advertisers. But the truth is, it may already be too late. Big-name sponsors are watching like hawks. Some are already considering pulling the plug on their ad deals, because no brand wants to be linked to a show that might end up losing $1 billion in court. The same hosts who laughed, mocked, and insulted Karoline in front of millions are now whispering behind the scenes, begging for a private settlement to end this quietly. But Karoline, she's not letting them off the hook. She's not backing down. She's not giving them an easy out. For the first time, The View is facing real, tangible consequences. And their worst nightmare is unfolding. Live. And here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about one lawsuit. This is about accountability. It's about putting a stop to years of reckless slander, one-sided hit jobs, and media bullying, with zero fallout. It's about exposing how legacy platforms have crushed reputations and silenced dissenting voices, safely hidden behind corporate protection. But now, that safety net is coming apart at the seams. And Karoline, she's making. Sure, they finally pay the price.